Hold up.
I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're staying safe at home. I hope you had a great weekend. Today I want to talk about the power of almonds. We've spoken about this before, but everyone forgets that nuts and seeds are fantastic sources of nutrients if you have it the right way and in the right quantity. For the longest time, people don't eat almonds because they think almonds make them fat. But for the longest time, people all over the world have been consuming almonds for the purpose of beauty, for the purpose of lowering inflammation, diabetes, high blood pressure, and even cholesterol. Today, almonds with more information are now scientifically documented for several health benefits. Number one, almonds are monounsaturated fats. These are essential fats for our body, for our cells to work, for our brain to work, which is why patients with Alzheimer's, patients with dementia, patients with memory problems, cognitive brain disorders are always prescribed to eat almonds according to their weight, because almonds have monounsaturated fats, which is great for the neurogenerative power of your cells and your transmitters. Number two, why for the skin and the hair? It's not a myth because vitamin E is prominent in almonds. Almonds are a rich source of vitamin E, and vitamin E today is known for almost everything to do with your skin, your hair, and even recovery of your muscles. If you have a good workout, you have something rich in vitamin E post that, it helps you with muscle recovery, it helps you with quality muscle, and it protects the cells at a cellular level. Our cells in our body are constantly getting destroyed, oxidative stress, with pollution, with refined oils, with refined sugar, with our lifestyle, with sleep deprivation, with the side effects of medication that we have to take or medication that we self-prescribe ourselves. So every time a cell gets damaged, a cell begins to die. There is damage to DNA. The DNA is like the computer program of your cell, telling your cell what to do and what not to do. When the DNA gets corrupted, it starts switching on and off the bad genes. You can switch on a bad gene or you can switch off a good gene, which leads to diseases, deadly diseases, things like hair fall, autoimmune conditions, changes in your skin, pigmentation, even fat gain and fat loss. You see, everything that's happening in your body starts off with communication. Communication is between chemical messengers, your hormones. So when your insulin is communicating the right way, you don't have diabetes. When your thyroxine is communicating the right way, you don't have a thyroid problem. Likewise with estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, all of the hormones. When you have a problem with one or two more hormones, there's a chemical change in messaging, and that's what creates problems. Your hair starts to gray way too early. Your hair starts to fall. Your skin starts to change. You start to put on belly fat. You start to get weaker and tired. Your period cycles change. They become more painful. Menopause comes to you at a way earlier stage. For men, your muscle mass decreases. Your energy, your libido falls. Everything changes. So everything comes down to the basics of hormones and chemical messengers. And again, it comes down to the kind of cell protection. Now, almonds are known for cell protection because of the monounsaturated fat and the vitamin E, which is why even our patients going through chemotherapy, post-radiation, post-surgery, they are put on almonds in their diet to help with the recovery process. Okay, almonds are not going to take away your cancer. Almonds are not going to make you get bright skin. No, but they play a role in enabling your body to give you all of that. It's rich in magnesium, and because it's a rich source of magnesium, that's another added benefit to help you with recovery from your workout. It helps you with your sleep and it helps you with blood pressure. So people having almonds, which are prescribed to them, usually 8 to 10 almonds is the serving. You can go up to 12, 15, 20, depending on your activity, depending on your overall calorific intake. It really depends on all the other nuts that you're also eating in a day. So it's up to you, but you can't go wrong with usually 7 to 10 to 12 for an adult, for a kid, anywhere between 4 to 5, but make an informed decision. So when you increase almonds, you have the possibility of even regulating your blood pressure because of the magnesium. The same way, beetroot or carrot, a glass of beetroot or carrot can lower your blood pressure because of the magnesium. You can do the same thing with almonds as well. Plus, it's a great snack filled with protein, filled with fiber. So when you eat it, you don't get hungry easily unless you've done the salted almonds. Because when you have salted almonds, they taste good, you tend to overeat, and because of the salt and the water, you tend to feel more hungry more often. But when you have plain raw almonds, which are either soaked, peeled, or with the skin, that's up to you, it's a great snack. It keeps you feeling full. In fact, there are studies showing that diabetic patients who have almonds about 10 to 20 minutes before their meals record almost a 30% drop in their blood sugar levels post their meals. So there are several studies showing the impact on diabetes as well. And scientifically, almonds are documented today to help you balance your glucose levels. It's called glucose homeostasis. Anything that can bring your glucose levels back to normal as quickly as possible, and almonds, along with your good lifestyle, is one of those things that do it. It's rich in copper, rich in manganese, which is again required for cellular function. When it comes to the heart health of any person, it can help you reduce the bad cholesterol. Okay, and the good fats help you with the good cholesterol. So again, it's a heart-friendly food. Do not feel or do not be afraid of nuts unless you're overdoing it and doing it the wrong way. Inflammation because of oxidative stress, loaded with antioxidants. So every time we have inflammation in our body, it's a good thing. But when the inflammation has to slow down or stop, and it doesn't, it starts to harm us. It's like your own immune system is harming you and attacking you. So when we have more oxidative damage because of inflammation, we need antioxidants. And you find antioxidants in almonds that can help you reduce that oxidative stress. Now, what's the best way to eat almonds? And what's the best time? You can have almonds anytime. That's the beauty of it. If you are having that late night and you are hungry, one of the best snacks you could ever have are nuts, because they're good fats, good proteins, and they will not interfere with your sleep. And in fact, they'll give you all the nourishment that you require during your sleep without adding on extra calories. Now, it's always best to soak your almonds before you eating them because of the phytic acid. So the phytic acid doesn't allow for proper digestion and nutrient absorption. So you usually soak them overnight. Some people prefer to peel them, and for the right reasons, because the skin contains tannins, and tannins blocks the absorption of iron in the human body. That's up to you. There's very little research on that, but even in the olden days, people would peel the almonds. So you can peel the almonds and eat them. You can eat it with the skin. If you soak them, that's up to you. It is great for the skin and hair. Almost every civilization across the world used almonds for beauty, mainly because of the magnesium and because of the vitamin E and the generous amount of protein in it. So these are great things that you can have. You can store on almonds, you can stock on them through any season. Soak them and have them the right way. Do not overdo it, okay? Because calorie is a calorie, whether it's coming from a fruit, a vegetable, or a nut. If your body doesn't need that extra calorie, it will store it as fat. It's as simple as that. You can have almonds pre-workout, you can have them post-workout, you can crush them, you can add them to your salads. And this is why I have a problem with almond milk, which is made in processed factories, because these almonds are never really soaked. And a lot of people who start to have almond milk out of cartons complain of bloating and nausea. Could be because of the phytic acid, I don't know. But you can make almond milk at home. It's very simple. Take a handful of almonds, soak them in water overnight. In the morning, put them in a blender. You can strain out the milk. And the pulp that you have from the almonds, you can make them into pancakes. You can mix them with different ingredients, and you can actually make a pancake. So you utilize the complete almond. Enjoy these snacks, or enjoy them as part of your food. Like I said, I like to chop almonds and add them to my salads, or I have it before my meal, or if I'm doing raw till lunch, it'll be part of my breakfast along with my fruit and whatever else I'm eating. So there is so much of goodness in nuts and seeds, so much of power. Use it the right way. You got to be more afraid of refined and junk food, not of gifts from nature. Have a great day and have a great week, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep. And remember, you care is all about you.